Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new. So today I'm going to be trying out the Melodysusie Polygel kit that they've kindly sent me and also some other goodies from Born Pretty. So let's just get into the Polygel kit first. This kit comes with a top and base coat, and I was really interested to see that the consistency of both the base and the top coat was a lot thicker than usual, which I actually really like because I feel like that way I can get a longer lasting nail extension because these products help to build a stronger foundation. Next, we get about 6 different polygels, and these polygels were really nice. I will be swatching them in a bit. Next, we get a polygel brush with the spatula on one end and also the brush on the other. We also get a 180 to 100 grit file, which did feel really nice and sturdy as well. We also get a really nice cuticle pen. This is like an oil pen. I was just double checking to make sure, but yes, it is an oil pen, and I also have some really good stuff to say about that too. This also does come with dual forms, which I just did a video on dual forms. If you want to check that out, I will link it in the cards above. But something that I really liked about these dual forms was that the cuticle area was perfectly nice and round, which if you watched my previous video, you would know that I kind of struggle with that, and I had to cut and file the dual forms to fit my cuticles. But as you can see, this one is really nice and round. So if you're looking for some good dual forms, then definitely try the ones in this kit. And of course, you do get the instructions and the manual on how to use the products and everything else. So that's everything in this kit. Now let's just get straight into the swatches. So these shades were definitely more of nude kind of shades, and this is what the back of the bottles look like. And I will just be showing you the numbers on screen. And these polygels swatched really nice. They kind of squeezed out of the tube really nicely, which helps to kind of give you an idea of how soft these polygels are. And I really enjoyed every single one of them. I will be using about 3 shades today. And the last shade that I swatched was my favorite. I think it looks so beautiful in today's set, but I'm gonna be using the clear shade, the kind of shimmery shade, and that last brownie nude shade. So let's just move on to the second part of the video, which are these amazing Born Pretty gels. And these were so amazing. These blew my mind because I've never used anything like these, and they reminded me of the Aurora cat eye gels, but these are reflectives and they're so beautiful. I'm just gonna quickly swatch these for you guys just so you can take a look. And as you can see, they have the best kind of iridescent flakes running through them, and I was definitely a fan of the 2 middle shades there. So with that being said, let's just get straight into the video. I'm using my extra long square nail tips today, and I've just sized them out and put them to the side. And I'm gonna go in with the Melodysusie foundation, which is their base coat. And like I said, this had a really nice kind of thick consistency than most base coats, because sometimes I'll come across some base coats which are super thin and runny, and they'll just run all over the skin and they just won't stay where you put them. So this one was definitely really nice. So far, really impressed with the quality of the products and how everything felt. But now I'm taking my e-file and a sanding band, and I'm just removing the shine from the tips. This is gonna help the foundation that we're gonna put on top, so the base coat, to really stick to the nails, and that's gonna really help our polygel to stick too. So now I'm just gonna add the base coat. I'm just gonna do a nice thin layer of this. You don't want to make it too thick at this point because you will be applying your polygel. So I'm just using that shade number 14, and this is the perfect brownie pink nude for me. It's slightly translucent, it's slightly brown, and it's slightly pink, I guess. And yeah, it was just really good. This is one of those polygels that you can use a really light hand and it will just move exactly where you want it to. I also found that it didn't move around at all, so it stayed exactly where I put it despite my room being warm. So this is definitely one of those polygels I would use to create a quick set. Just kind of a go-to polygel for me. I feel like this is definitely gonna be one of my favorites. I've never tried the Melodysusie polygels before, and this polygel kit does retail for around $41, which is £36. So for that price point, you are getting a great quality polygel, and I just think it's definitely worth the price. I feel like it's really reminding me of my Madame Glam polygel, shade wise and formula wise. I think it's just gonna be a really good one for you guys to try out. Another couple favorites of mine are To Be Glam and some Macut ones as well, but as you can see, I was able to effortlessly just kind of put down that polygel in one bead. I also did remove any excess that I had, and I'm just putting it on to my other finger. And sometimes this is a good way to test how sticky polygel can be. Sometimes when I remove the excess and I kind of try to wipe it down on the paper towel or on another finger, I find that it sticks to the brush so much, but this one released super nice and super easy, and despite me having to like remold it again, it didn't get any stickier. It wasn't like moving around a lot. It was just staying exactly where I wanted it to be, and it was just giving me a really easy time applying it. So now I'm taking shade G90. This one is like a pearlescent / shimmery light pink, and I thought this was gonna work really good with this nude. It was gonna create kind of like a ombre / baby boomer type of nail, because it was like a very light pink and I really liked the vibe it was giving me. So I just tried it out, and I want to say that sometimes when you have like polygels that are infused with glitter or fine shimmers like this one, the formula of it can get a little bit harder. It can be a bit stiffer to move around, but I was super surprised to see that the formula for this was just as easy as that nude one that I applied, and it was just working really good. I've had no problem like releasing it off onto the next nail. As you can see, it just removes in one nice lump. It didn't stick to my brush at all. I barely had to like wipe my brush as well. So I was really impressed with it. I thought I was gonna have a bit of a harder time trying to move this one, but it was actually just as easy, and I would definitely use this again because I've had some shimmery polygels in the past where they've just been so hard to work with. Even when the room is cold, they just harden up so much that it's just almost impossible to work with them. But this one actually worked super nice. As you can see, it also got a little bit too sticky at one point. I think I was using too much slip, but you know, I don't mind that, because you can just like clean out your brush really good and change out your slip solution as well. And I just want to mention I am using the, I forgot what it's called, but it's a slip solution. It's like the Model 1 slip solution, I believe, and I did try it with my rubbing alcohol as well, and they felt the same with both. So I believe that this polygel can be used with any type of slip, whether it's base coat, alcohol, or an actual slip in a bottle that you can get with in polygel kits. This one did not come with one, but just know you can use rubbing alcohol on this and it won't react with the polygel. It's gonna apply really nice as well, and yeah, overall just really happy with it. I did just do another layer on this pinky finger just to kind of thicken the nail up a bit and have a bit of an apex. And of course I'm gonna go in with the nude here as well, and as you can see, I'm applying it really nice and tight to the cuticle. It's not spilling or moving or anything. It's just working so nicely. It honestly made me so happy to work with this, because I feel like I've been wanting to try a new good polygel for some time, so this one is definitely going on my list. If you guys haven't tried out any of the Model 1's polygels, definitely check them out in the description box below. I don't have a discount code, which is unfortunate, because this polygel kit is a little bit more on the more expensive side. However, for the quality of the product that you're getting, I feel like it's definitely worth it. And they also have like a bunch of other polygel kits with different colors, and some with decorations and stuff. So if you guys are interested, definitely give it a shot and see what you think, and let me know in the comments if you've used this before and what you think as well. So just before I encapsulate, I also just want to mention that because the nude was a bit more on the like translucent side, it blended seamlessly into that nice pearlescent shade as you saw just there as I was doing the ombre, and it just went really easy. I didn't feel like I had to do too much blending. It's just about getting the right amount of pressure on the brush. Obviously don't apply too much pressure or you'll end up wiping too much of the nude polygel down the nail, which is what you don't want. But other than that, I was really happy with how that nail actually turned out. I will be encapsulating. Someone in my last video did mention that they wanted me to try out a clear polygel, so here it is. I hope you enjoy this one because this clear polygel was really nice as well. It was just as easy to work with and it was super clear. Even upon swatching it, I had, you know, you can kind of tell how clear a polygel is going to be based on how like shiny and clear it looks. Well, this one was definitely one of them, and I found that it just applied like a dream. Again, just really easy to work on the nail, and it didn't really like make the nail cloudy or anything, because if you guys have worked with a lot of polygel in the past as well, you'll know that some polygels, some clear polygels can be super cloudy, and that will actually ruin the design. And it's so frustrating because you won't find out until like the end sometimes, until you go to top coat and then just realize, oh no, like it's just completely made the design underneath cloudy. Now I can't see it well. But this one was definitely not one of those. But yeah, after application, I just cured for a good 60 seconds and now I'm doing filing. The filing part was super easy. This polygel was really nice and soft to work with. So I just did the sidewalls and I kind of buffed the surface just a little bit, not too much. I feel like I didn't have to do too much filing on the surface today, nor the cuticle area. So I just pretty much focused on the sidewalls. However, I did go over the surface with a buffing block just to be sure it was extra smooth. So once I was pretty much done with filing, I wiped away the dust and I cleared my nails with some acetone. And now I'm just doing the top coat part. I'm gonna do some Halloween nail art today for, of course, the spooky season. However, if you just want to leave your nails like this, they are gonna look great. I was really happy with how they were looking so far, but I was really tempted to just do something funky on top and just a little bit of like a Halloween design. So this is what the nails look like top coated. Obviously they look great. The surface was really nice and smooth. I didn't find any of like that weird white residue that sometimes you get from like the slip or something, so obviously there was no reaction there. I also found that I could shape these nails really nicely. It was really easy to file. As you can see, I was really happy with today's shape as well. And I'm just finishing off and I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds, and this is what the nails look like so far. Honestly, super impressed, just really happy with how they're looking, and yeah, just overall really like what I'm seeing. This is what they look like from the top as well. And now I'm just going to start doing nail art. I'm going to speed up through most of my nail art just because it took a while, but I'm using two of my favorite shades from the Born Pretty gel collection, and this kind of greenish iridescent one was my favorite, and you'll see why in the end. It just looks so good on any color. But the goal with this nail design was to do like a nice thin layer of this shimmery iridescent color and basically kind of make a gradient of it going down. And I just use my striping brush because that makes it easier. You can also use an ombre brush, but for such fine like sparse glitters like this, you can just use a brush and get away with it. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm gonna cure this for 60 seconds as well. So moving on to the next finger. For this one, I definitely wanted to do a French tip using that beautiful purple, and you guys will see on the second layer how stunning it is. It has like some beautiful bluey green iridescent flakes in there, and against such a dark color, I feel like that just really stands out. And it just looks like it's just so eye-catching to me. I love stuff like this because it's just so unique, it's so different, and it also has like a really nice reflective pieces in there, so if you do shine a light on it, it will look super nice and reflective. But this is me just doing the second coat, and you'll see in a second how stunning it looks and how much more kind of vibrant the color looks in a way. So now I'm going to do a spiderweb design on this nail. I wasn't sure what to do, but I thought since the background was so dark, I might as well just go ahead and do something like a ghost or something, but I changed my mind and ended up doing a spider web. So that's what I'm doing. This one was actually super easy to do. It was just a bunch of lines. Just make sure you get them really nice and straight and kind of have equal spaces between them so that you are able to draw the little lines for the spider web as well. And that's pretty much it. This design was really simple and really cute. I really loved it, and I really liked it against this dark purple. I think it definitely just really stood out to me a lot. So I'm gonna do that and then just cure that for about 60 seconds in my nail light. So moving on to the previous finger, which I completely forgot about. I'm gonna do like this spider. At first I was gonna do like this little fluff ball with eyes, and then I changed my mind and did a spider, so it looks like a fluffy spider. But yeah, I'm just doing some dots for eyes, a couple of lines for legs, and then another 2 dots for the pupils, and that's pretty much that nail done. I thought that was very simple and cute. For the ring finger, I decided to do a little pumpkin, so I'm just grabbing some orange. This is from another Born Pretty collection that I have, and it's just I believe it's their neon collection, where they have like a bunch of other colors. I will link it in the description box below, as well as all the other products that I've used today. And I'm using that to create like the outline of pumpkin eyes and a open pumpkin mouth, which I thought was really nice. I was able to just draw that on super quick and cure that. I wasn't really sure what to do. I wanted to keep this set kind of simple, but it ended up being like super dramatic in a way. But I'm just outlining that to kind of bring it out a little bit more. Then taking electric red from Nail Addict, I'm using that to kind of write boo, of course, for Halloween. And I also decided to do like some blood drips around it. My initial design was like a blood splatter design, but it didn't look like that at all, so I just ended up writing boo. And yeah, I think that was pretty easy to do. And I'm sorry my camera did cut off, but I was attempting to do the scream face here, which failed really bad, but like I tried. I don't know what was wrong with me, I just couldn't do it. So I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna try my best and just leave it at that. So that's pretty much the design part done. I'm gonna add another generous layer of that Model 1's top coat. Again, really nice thick-ish kind of consistency. I feel like it really smoothed over all that nail art and made the surface look really nice and shiny and even. And of course I'm going to cure that for a good 60 seconds in my nail lamp, and then just apply some of that cuticle oil. So something about this cuticle oil that I noticed was that it kind of, when I rubbed it in, it kind of rubbed into like nothing. Like there was no greasiness, but my skin felt nice and moisturized. So that was really kind of weird, but also nice because I didn't have that super greasy look. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Just rubbing it in super quick. And then I'm going to show you guys what the nails look like. So this is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. This Polygel kit definitely gets a big thumbs up from me. I definitely enjoyed it. The Polygel was a dream to work with. I love that they included a cuticle oil in there, which some kits don't. However, I do wish they had their own slip solution, but that's not really a big deal. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Personally, I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.